They say who's better to show you than Praetorian himself is DJ them go straight up from 1 2. I hope you're good. I hope you're fine. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel. Please like and comment and let me know how you feel or which content you'd like me to present on this channel. Today's tutorial, it's something that I've been doing. There's a lot of videos. I think there's two, if not two, yeah, but there's a video about the template. But the reason why I'm doing it right now is because of someone commented and said, "Yo, Mko, can you show me how to do that?" So I was like, you know what, let me just do it again, right? And upload the video again, right? And yeah, so I'll do it for the 100 times until okay. So I'm gonna explain, right? I'm gonna also explain the template. Let me do this because I was just busy with, yeah. Let me explain the template. So usually I make Amapiano a lot, right? So by default it means that I need to have elements that are maybe let's just say a fundamental on the Amapiano genre, right? So what are fundamentals on Amapiano? It means that you need to have like maybe a log drum. That's what defines Amapiano, right? But for me, I don't want to put a log drum. As you could see, my piano rack, my channel rack is empty, right? It's like empty, just has those default elements or samples, right? So what do you need? What did I need? I didn't need a log drum because there's different types of log drums or different types of settings that I use in terms of the log drum. I have presets for the log drum, but sometimes when I create Amapiano, it doesn't mean that I'm using the same log drum, and it doesn't mean that I use the same kick. It doesn't mean I use the same, let's just say, pad, or maybe saying the same piano preset. So what do I use most of the time is the shakers. I use the shakers a lot. And on my piano we use the shakers, so that's what I've noticed. And I was just, the time when I was creating this template, I was more into creating my own, like, I don't know how I can explain this, but like own layered shakers. So these are the shakers that I've been using for the longest time, right? So that's why I've set them as a default on this template, right? Also, the FX, the FX, which is called the ice crash. So usually you use the ice crash, right? But it doesn't mean that I have to use it each and every day or each and every time when I create Amapiano, right? So sometimes I change it a little bit, it's not by force, it's by choice. So but it makes things easy for me to actually also understand the bars that goes around the piano, how I structure my track. It helps me a lot because I know that I have like 4 bars, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2. So I already know what I'm doing, right? And even if I change it a little bit, maybe somehow I'll be like going for 1 2, then I change like the way the track, the way the track's gonna sound, right? So yeah, let me not speak a lot about that. So yeah, the way it is. So this template also helps you to speed up your process, right? That's the reason. So it's very difficult for me to work. It's very difficult for me to work when I'm in other people's studios, because I'll find it like this and I have to start from scratch to put those bars. It's it's draining. So when it's like this, I know, first of all, I know I'm gonna, whatever that I'm gonna add, my vocals. Yeah, usually vocals I put them at the end or at the bottom. So here I just put whatever that I wanna replace. Maybe let's just say I wanna replace, or I just wanna decrease the shakers, these shakers, the volume of the shakers. Then I put maybe different types of shakers, or maybe like mute this FX and I'll put another FX right here. So this is just the space for me to add stuff, right? Add like a lot of stuff, right? So this is my first uh bar. I would say, yeah, it's a bar, right? It's a bar. What do we call this thing? It's a track. Oh, I don't know, what do we call this thing? What do we call this thing? Only this thing alone. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, these are the first ones, right? So I would call it a bar for the sake of the video. So this first playlist bar, it's it's for my drums, right? Then the second one, it's for my drums also, but it's just percussions that is like additional percussions when the track goes, like, obviously the track will climax, right? So these will just add the flavor from the uh, uh um first drums or percussions. Then the second one is just a big which contains, it's just the one bar, right? But it contains just like I've said, right? It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 4 bar, right? So for 4 bar, I'm having 1 bar. So for the second one from this one, I'm having 2 bars. It means that I've cut this one into half. Then I've got like the normal 4 bar that I was talking about. So it means these ones, if I wanna play more, or I just wanna have like various uh uh um maybe let's just say I'm just playing a melody and I don't wanna repeat it all over and all over and all over and over again. I know that I'm gonna be using this one because it's gonna give me much space. What's happening? What's going on? Okay. Yeah, it's gonna give me like more space. Let's just say, let's put this thing, put something. Let's just say it's gonna give me like a lot of space. I know that instead of doing like, so instead of doing like let me do this. Instead of doing like a 4 bar on the piano roll, it means that I'm gonna be doing 16 bar. It means that I'm gonna be, I think, let me just say, four, yeah, I'm gonna do it like 4 times, but with different, variations for that melody, right? So I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying, but yeah. So that's how I do it. Then I add whatever that I add until until until. So there's a lot of bars, right? So you could also, if it's not enough, because usually it's not enough for me, so I add more, maybe Most of the times, like I add maybe 3 or 4 bars. I need to add this for this template, because usually I get to add more, you know. So yeah. So now let's get into saving the let's just say we've did what we did, just like what I've did right now. Let's get into saving it. How do you save this thing, right? So that it can be a default, right? So you could come here and say save as, right? Then you go to documents, right? Then after going to documents, you're gonna go to image line, then studio, FL Studio, then you're gonna go to projects, then you're gonna go to template, then maybe they just say let's save it as ama. I don't know, but let's save it as ama. Let's save it as ama. Can you believe they wanted to call Amapiano ama? There's people who call Amapiano ama. I don't know why. Okay, let's just call it Amapiano and not promote wrong things. Yeah, save, right? Then when you're done, you come back here, you go to the settings, right? So where are you going to go? Let's just say general settings, right? Then you're gonna come here, right? You're gonna say default, right? That's good. Then where's that thing? It has to show right here. It's supposed to show. It was supposed to show. Okay, let's just. Okay, let's do this. Let's go back to it again. Then it's not showing why. Let's restart the FL Studio and see. Yeah, here it is, just like that. So you said default template, just like that. Then every time when you get into FL Studio, boom, the way it is. And you see we're having like a piano as a default. We're having whatever that we did as a default. Then that's it, just like that. Then you're good. So just make sure that you do everything precisely the way you want it, and it'll speed up your workflow. Trust me, it'll speed up your workflow. For me, it's your boy DJ Cool, and I'm out.